It's funny how something as simple as dusting off an old suitcase can make you question everything. Am I really ready for this? What if nothing goes to plan? Tomorrow, I'll be flying alone for the first time in years, a trip that's already pushing me out of my comfort zone before it's even begun. So for a long time, I've been able to lean on someone else during the chaos of travel, but this time it's just me, and I can't lie, it's a little terrifying. But before the journey starts, there's always the prep. Finding the right outfit, checking my passport a million times, the endless list of what ifs, but in the back of my mind, I know that this trip is not just about getting on a plane, it's about remembering what I'm capable of when I'm truly on my own. But let's rewind to where it all begins, because every solo journey starts long before you step out the door. This is my first time really using packing tubes. So hopefully it helps keep me organized. I don't know if it actually saves space, but it definitely, I've used one packing cube before. I stole one of my boyfriend's. It kept me way more organized, so now that I'm using a full set of them, I'm hoping it will keep me even more organized for this trip, so wish me luck. We are getting up at 4 in the morning tomorrow. My flight doesn't leave till 10, but I just want to be prepared, and my boyfriend's dropping me off before work, so I'm gonna get there extra early, probably at 6:30, even though that's way too early for a 10 a.m. flight, but it's an international flight. You wanna get there early. We are finally putting our stuff in the suitcase that's been sitting on this dining room table for the last week and a half. Alright, it is later this evening, and I've been packing all day, and then I did a little bit of meal prep for Doug so he has some food in the fridge. Then we went out because the water got real flat, so we took our new canoe out, and we canoed with dolphins today! I'm dying.
I'm just gonna cruise back with him.
I saw it swim around our eyes.
The best day of my life. They're showing off. I'm dying. I'm still adrenaline rush. Then we went to his parents' house and I was able to have an Epsom salt bath, which was great. We're gonna chill out for the night, and then in the morning, 4 a.m. start, we get ready to hit the airport. And I'm feeling nervous. I'm really feeling nervous, but we're doing it. We are taking on the challenge and the uncomfortableness head on, and we are just doing the thing. All right, we're doing the thing. We are going to be fine. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Because we can do hard things, okay, people? We can do hard things. We gotta drink these electrolytes. Because we are not getting on a flight dehydrated. We are not doing that to ourselves, amongst everything else I'm stressing about. That was one of the best experiences of my life. Earlier this year, we were going to pay to do a kayak in a sanctuary where you can sight dolphins. And there was no guarantee, and it was $200 per person or $299 per person. So that didn't happen, and I was so bummed because the weather just fell through. But to have experienced it in our backyard, I could see where our apartment was while I was seeing dolphins jump up in front of me. And my mind still can't comprehend it. What an amazing experience. I just feel so grateful. I feel so giddy when we finished. I was just standing there watching the videos did that just actually happen? It actually happened. And hopefully there's more experiences like that this summer. But I'm so tired, look at me. Make some sleepy time tea, we're going to chill out on the couch and get ready for the big day tomorrow. Deep breaths. We're gonna do meditation in the morning, okay? Because we are stressed, but it's okay. We are managing this stress 1 hour at a time. Good morning. We are off to the airport. Got my Uber driver here.
G'day.
I'm so tired. I did not sleep well. Look at me. Oh my god. My mind was racing. And then especially after the dolphins. After the dolphins, I just was like watching that footage back as well, laying in bed like, that really happened?
That's our footage.
Yeah, so my mind, between that and this trip, I did not get much sleep. But I can barely eat this morning. I'm just so nervous. Taking it one step at a time. Get in the car. Get to the airport. Tick. Get through security.
Get boarding pass.
Oh yeah. Shoot. I'm skipping so many steps.
Check bag. Get boarding pass.
Alright. Let me try and take a nap before we get there. Man, lots of drop-offs this morning. Alright, we just got dropped off and I'm already feeling overwhelmed. I gotta get my boarding pass. So, we are doing this. I feel so overwhelmed right now. But we're gonna do it. My battery's dying. Deep breaths, deep. I can't check in. The sun is sunning right now. I can't check in right now because the gate for United Airlines is not open, so I'm stuck with my big suitcase until they open the gate, which he said like an hour, a half hour to an hour, and then that will give me 2 hours to get through security and get to my gate. So I can't even get my boarding pass. Like, I'm so early. Like, I'm probably here before the employees, so we will just hang out here and see what happens. As I'm sitting here watching my boyfriend drive away with a whole hour and a half ahead of me of anxiously waiting for my flight check-in gate to open, it's really starting to hit me just how uncomfortable this is for me, which feels ridiculous. I'm the girl who quit her job and moved to the other side of the world at 25 years old. But reality is hitting, and I got used to leaning on someone else maybe a little bit too much. I'm feeling so nervous. It's so wild to me how things can change over the years, because I literally moved across the world when I was 25 years old, and of course that was a scary experience, but I feel like you can get so comfortable in your environments, and I feel like getting into a relationship, it's very easy to just like lose that sense of independence that I really leaned into when I was single. I'm working towards like getting a sense of that back, but it's been really challenging for me, and this trip is like a big part of that. Doing this on my own, like me and my boyfriend haven't spent like a day apart in our 6-year relationship, and so this feels so foreign, but also I'm dealing with so much anxiety the last few years, so this is just a real big push for me. It's a real big challenge that I'm overcoming, but I know that so much good and growth is on the other side of it. I'm just trying to embrace this and lean into the gratitude that I even get to do this, because I didn't think I was going to be able to see my family this year, and I am able to see them. So we are going to push through and make the best of this travel day, and letting this be an experience of gaining more of that sense of self and independence that I used to have and feel like I've lost a little bit of. So we're using this as a big learning experience. I have been a ball of stress sitting here waiting for the check-in gate to open, because I'm like, what if he was wrong? What if he told me the wrong information? What if I'm waiting here and like I'm supposed to be in security line? I just looked and it says the flight to LA, so we're going to check in. Once I get through security, I know my nerves will calm down a lot, but right now I'm still like pit in my stomach, ball of nerves. I feel like I could take another nervous poo right now. I didn't know what to do with my backpack because I don't have anyone to look after my bags, so I almost asked someone to look after my bags so I could go to the bathroom because I had to go, okay? The nerves got to me. But I found this little nook next to the stalls, and it was very quiet in the bathroom, so I felt comfortable leaving it in that nook. And then I just did my business, and it was all good. But traveling solo, I'll tell you what, you really gotta figure out how to manage all your bags. All right, let's go check in. We have made it through security, and it was so much easier than I expected it to be. But the guy that was like in my little section, he was so kind, so nice, and like patient, which is like unheard of. I'm finally getting my appetite back. I lost my appetite all morning until now. This setup is so cute. Their little teapot. It's so cute. I'm so fancy. Alright, now that we're settled in, let me show you what's in my snack bag. Everyone's lining up to board, and I'm sitting here eating sushi, seaweed. As I was walking here, I opened up Instagram and I saw a quote that said, "The scariest moments of all is just before you begin." And I feel like it's just so fitting for today and this trip, because I feel way less anxious, and that pit in my stomach is not so prevalent now that I'm here, sitting here about to board, and like all the unknowns of like what's gonna happen when I go through security, what's gonna happen this, or what if this, it's not there anymore.
We anticipate boarding will commence shortly. Thank you.
It's like I always talk about, like, you have to create evidence for yourself. You have to create evidence for yourself that you are capable of handling this, and then it's like you start to get a little bit more comfortable, and it's like, okay, well, I figured out how to tackle that. I figured out how to tackle the fact that I still had my checked bag for like an hour and a half, and I had nowhere to put it when I went to the bathroom. Like, I sorted that out. Okay, the water fountain wasn't working, and I had to go find another one. Like, I figured it out. And I don't know if I told you guys, but I left my phone on the seat, and it stressed me out a little bit, but I got it back after it was out of my sight for like literally less than a minute. But still, the more you prove to yourself that you are overcoming obstacles, it like brings more self-belief. That's really what this trip is representing to me. Building that up, like, you can do hard things, like, you got this, like, have your own back. What group am I? I'm group 3. Oh wait, I'm group 5. It's just like, trust yourself. You can do hard things. You have the capacity to figure it out. I'm such an overthinker that I'm like, oh my god, what if I forget this? What if I forget that? And it's like, you'll figure it out. You'll sort it out. It's not the end of the world if you forgot to pack toothpaste. But in my head, it just adds to my anxiety. But it's not that big of a deal. It's really not the end of the world in the grand scheme of things, you know? It's all one big lesson in holding your hand through the uncomfortable parts of life. That's what this trip represents for me right now. So I hope that it can inspire someone out there to just know that you can take on hard things. You can do it. You can do it, even if it's scary.
We are now going to start pre-boarding for United Flight 99 to Los Angeles.
There's a little part of me that feels embarrassed to admit how overwhelming this is for me. I mean, here I am in my mid-30s about to board a plane alone for the first time in years, and I'm terrified of not having someone here by my side. For every missed connection, all those late-night airport meals, every moment of chaos and calm. And I also forgot to mention that I get really bad ear pain when I'm flying, and the thought of going through that alone is really chipping away at my nerves. Alright, it's time to get on this flight. 14 and a half hours to go till we get to LA. And then about 5 to 6 more till we get to Boston. But I'll see you in the United States. So in this weird way, this trip feels so familiar. I mean, I've done it so many times, but it also feels so different at the same time. Like a step out of my comfort zone and into the adventure of madness and a level of sleep deprivation and jet lag that only international travel can bring. And I won't lie, right now my mind is racing. Can I handle all of this? I'm pretty sure I can, but my nervous system just hasn't got the memo yet, and I'm feeling it all. Little did I know I'd be in for 14 hours of crying babies, first timers with zero airplane etiquette, so much turbulence, my ears are killing me, and I'm pretty sure I'm about to miss my next flight. I have to go pick up my bags. I'm so exhausted. That was one of the worst flights that I've ever had in a long time. Holy shit. I'm happy to be on land, but I only have an hour and 40 minutes before I have to get my next flight, so let's go. Moments like these that I wish I brought my not black luggage, because everyone's luggage is black right now. Where's mine? My zebra. Here it is. Here it is. I don't even know how long I have left to get to my gate. I don't know where my gate is. We're gonna figure it out. Let's go over here. I don't know if you're the type of person that has really painful earaches when you're on flights, but I always, when I'm landing, have the worst earaches. It's like a shooting sharp pain. I wear these special earplugs, but it only helped in one of my ears today, so I'm struggling. So our to-do list is to go back through security, check these bags back into the next flight, and go to Boston. Easier said than done, huh? I got 15 minutes until my next flight boards. I'm stressed out, man. Oh my God. It always takes me 8 million years to get to the other side of this airport, so let's just hope this all works out, because your girl's tired. I don't want to have to wait for a new flight to be booked. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. I'm running. I honestly can't believe I made this flight. After running through LA airport and getting to the gate just in time, the exhaustion had hit, and I basically passed out as soon as the plane took off. But as I opened my eyes and saw us approaching the Boston skyline, I had the biggest smile on my face as I looked down at the foliage of the trees that I miss every single year. And just like that, the stress, the overthinking, the what ifs, none of it mattered. I was home. My heart was full, and I had overcome every challenge that was thrown my way the last 24 hours. Today wasn't just about traveling back to my home country. Today was the start of me rediscovering something that I lost. The confidence in myself, a sense of independence. And if you've ever felt stuck or scared to take that leap to rediscover yourself, then maybe this journey I'm on will inspire you too. Because one thing I do know for sure is that I needed this little solo adventure more than I knew. And this one is just the beginning.